Welcome, my friends, to Regaining Control After a Federal Layoff. Thank you for joining today's presentation. Right off the bat, I want to let you know that I'm here to support your efforts to get back into the game. I want you to see yourself as a victor, not a victim. There's a tendency to see so called setbacks as being powerful enough to cripple us and bring us to our knees. But I want you to see this so called layoff as a setup for your comeback. I know what it means to suddenly lose employment, to be in the corner office and finally to get that phone call from so called management that this is your last day. I've been there. And that's why I am showing up tonight. The time right now, actually, where I am is 3 a.m. I'm showing up at 3 a.m. this morning to give back, because I want you to reclaim that narrative and to begin to change your story. As opposed to going out to the bar to have a crazy time, on my birthday, which is today, I decided to show up to give you hope, to give you encouragement that this is just the beginning of greater things. But you need to take that narrative back by saying, I am not a victim, I am a victor. For those of you who are not without a job at this time, I would love for you to help someone else by sharing this link and the information that I'm going to be putting out tonight. I'm going to be putting out some information that will help those of you who have lost a job, federal layoff, right? Help you jump back on the wagon and change the narrative. My goal today is to help you take back that narrative. Okay? So, without much ado, let's jump into the presentation that I have for today. The first step I want you to take, my friends, is I want you, if you are a federal employee, laid off, federal worker, I want to invite you to join the PM Succeed Project Management Bootcamp. This is starting on the 10th of March, going to the 14th of March. It's going to be 2 hours every day for 5 days. Okay, there's going to be a 10-hour certificate of completion at the end. It is absolutely free for laid off federal workers. That's right. If you've been laid off by the federal government in the United States, I am giving you a free seat in my 1 week boot camp. All you need to do is show up 10th of March, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 2 hours daily. I'm going to show you how to jumpstart your project management journey. I'm going to show you how to jumpstart your PMP exam prep. For those of you who are keen on getting PMP certified, this is a free session. No holds barred, no trickery, no crazy underhanded sales. This is absolutely free. I have benefited immensely from being a worker for the US government as a consultant. I have trained the US Air Force, the US Army, the Army Corps of Engineers, NASA, Department of Transport, Department of Justice, name it. So I want to give back to those federal workers who have recently lost their jobs. Okay? Now, that's step one. If you are already certified or you don't have a need like those who have been laid off, I would love for you to help them by sharing this information, fed.pmsucceed.com, so they can sign up and be part of this free boot camp. Again, this is absolutely free for those federal workers who have recently been laid off. My heart goes out to you, but you're not a victim. I want you to understand that you are a victor. And just as I saw myself as almost a victim when that layoff came back in 2009, I want you to know that the narrative can change. It's all in the mindset. And I'm going to show you six additional things to make them seven that you can do right away to change the narrative. All right. So, number one, attend the boot camp. Number two, you got to reframe the situation and take control. You got to frame this layoff as an opportunity. Don't see it as a setback. See it as an opportunity for a massive comeback. I want you to update your LinkedIn profile with a proactive message. Don't feel you have no options. You have options. So I want you to say, excited for new opportunities. I want you to begin to attract that positive mindset, that positive energy to yourself. See, the great Zig Ziglar, he said, it's your attitude that determines your altitude. So you got to start off with the right attitude, an attitude of gratitude for new opportunities. When I lost my position back in '09, I felt downtrodden. I felt helpless. What am I going to do with insurance? What am I going to do with the flow of cash needed to support the household? But I tell you, my friends, little did I know that it was an absolute setup for a massive comeback that I would never have imagined. I would never have had the guts to cut all strings and say free fall. But when that happened, I had no choice. And I reinvented myself in a way that I never would have. You don't know what's on the other side until now. Now's your opportunity. Now's your time to begin to look for these opportunities that you never would have. It's your ability to look for things that in a million years you would never have thought you'd go down that path. I would never have thought I would go down the path I did. You got to see it as an opportunity for a comeback. You could also post about the transition positively, highlighting lessons learned and next steps. Okay. Number 3, activate your network strategically. I need you to reach out to former colleagues. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Reach out. It's all about networking. You see, I did a study with John Maxwell on how to be a real success. And there was some data from the Stanford Research Institute, and it showed that success was 87.5% contingent on relationships, on people around you, people close to you, next to you. So if you haven't reached out to your immediate network, you should. Colleagues, mentors, industry contacts. Send out personal messages. It's okay. Even if they don't respond at first, it's okay. Everyone isn't glued to social media, so you got to give people time sometimes. You know what I mean? Just send a message. I'd love to catch up. I'd love to get your insights as I explore new opportunities. Ask for introductions rather than just job leads. The right connection. Oh my goodness. What can I say about the right connection? The same way it opened doors for me, it can open doors for you. My mentor, Mary Hirschner, said, Phil, I know someone who's looking for someone who has your skill. I didn't really see myself as having a whole lot of training and coaching skills, but she knew that someone at Thompson Net G at the time was looking for a project management trainer. So she connected me, the power of connection. And that's what set me on the trajectory that eventually saved my career years later. So you just never know who's sitting on that power connection that can liberate you into the next wind of your career. I need you to engage with industry groups, forums. It's not the end. It's a simple saying that goes, where there's life, there's hope. I want to encourage you, there's hope. There's hope right now. You got to change the mindset. If your mindset says it's doom and gloom, say no. This just means there's more room for me to grow and expand. Refine your resume and your LinkedIn profile. You got to look for those transferable skills, right? Quantify your achievements that you might have achieved while you were in the federal government, and ensure that your LinkedIn aligns with your career goals. You got to use those recruiter friendly keywords. If you don't know what those are, just put in a quick prompt into GPT or Gemini. What are some key recruiter friendly keywords I can use in my resume? It'll help you. So if you're considering a career pivot, update the profile to reflect future goals. Some of you, this is a blessing in disguise because now you can pivot and move into a different industry. Number 5, target the right opportunities with precision. You can identify 5 to 10 ideal companies and research hiring needs and check federal contractor openings. You know that federal contractors often hire ex-government employees. So what are you waiting for? Set up job alerts, USA Jobs, LinkedIn, other job sites, and customize your application. Try to avoid as much as possible mass applying, but tailor your resume. And you know how you can tailor your resume? Again, it's the power of prompts. You can take your full resume, upload it to GPT, and say, I need you to tailor this resume to, and then you put in the position that you want it to be tailored to, the description, and it will tailor your job accordingly. Did you know that? There's so much that AI can do for you that there's almost no excuse for not tailoring your resume to each and every job. For those of you just coming, my friends, I'm showing you 7 points tonight. I should say this morning because it's morning where I am. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. And I showed up to give you hope that this is nothing but a setup for a comeback. If you'll take it, it can be a massive comeback to you in your career. For those of you who are looking to get into the world of project management, I have a free 5-day boot camp. All I'm asking from you is 10 hours. I need you to show up for 2 hours daily for 5 days. We are going in on project management. And by the time we're done, one, you are going to get insane amounts of knowledge of how to be a PM boss. I call them PM bosses because a PM boss has absolute control over the world of project management that they're in. I'm going to show you how to do that. And this is stuff that I've practiced in organizations I've worked in and for, like Honeywell and Motorola and American Airlines and others. I'm going to show you, my friends, how you can break into this world of project management. Again, for those of you who have been recently laid off, this is totally free. It's my way of giving back. I'm excited to do this, having worked as a consultant, as a contractor for various government agencies, including those you see on the screen. All right. All you need to do, go to fed.pmsucceed.com. It's free. I'm also going to be giving away various publications and aids. I want you to become a PM beast. It is doable. I remember being the clueless person going for an interview at DHL in Arizona. Failed the interview. It was pathetic. And I learned a lot of things after the interview. It showed me what I should have been doing in the project management interview. I'm going to show you a lot of these things. So don't wait. Go to fed.pmsucceed.com and let's get the show on the road. All right. So we talked about reframing the situation, activating your network, refining your resume, and targeting the right options with precision. Number 6 is upscale and sharpen your edge. You got to sharpen your edge. Enroll in a short certification or course like the one I'm presenting. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Don't say, oh, it's free. I guess it's not that. This is one of the best project management training programs you will ever attend. Trust me when I tell you this. Okay? So please don't miss this. You can also consider other free courses on Coursera, LinkedIn, and so on, depending on what you're looking for, right? But my bootcamp is also going to enable you network with like minds, people who have been through this horrible situation, who are looking to turn it around. Okay? All right. I would also recommend staying current to speak confidently in interviews. I need you between now and the 10th of March to daily show up for your success. Keep your mind sharp. Keep your mind in the business you are in or expand it into other worlds, but don't stay stagnant. Number 7, this is my genie in a bottle. This is the one, if only you would be bold enough, it would be the money spinner for some of you. And that is unlock your inner entrepreneur. You have to turn your career sideline into a front line. For me, It seemed impossible. How am I going to do this? How am I going to succeed? I've been laid off. You're telling me to start a business when I've just been laid off? Are you crazy? Don't you understand? I have bills to pay, mountain bills. Let me just come clean and tell you I was going to $100,000 in debt. And it seemed dismal. It was abysmal to say the least. But I stayed dogged and rugged. I'm not going to lie that it took 2 days or 2 months. No, it was painstaking. 9 months. I first pounded the pavement looking for work. That didn't happen until I unlocked my inner entrepreneur. And I did these things. Let's jump into it. Number one, I identified my strength and my marketable skills. So for you, what skills did you develop in your federal role? Could be project management, could be compliance, leadership, operations. Who needs these skills? Small businesses, startups, consulting firms. How can you package these skills into a service or product? One that you believe in and that you can sell. Too many people being shy, saying, "Oh, I can't." You got to change your "I can't" to "I can" and "I will." And that's what I did. I had to change my self limiting beliefs that I couldn't do it to "I will do it." I actually had no option. After a while, my options ran out. That's why I'm telling you, some of you, this is a setup for a massive comeback. Number two, start small, validate quickly. You could begin as a freelancer or a consultant. I want to challenge you, keep hope alive. Go to websites like upwork.com and at least start a profile. It's okay. Go to websites like wyzant.com, WYZANT. Maybe you could become a trainer, coach, mentor for some of these topics that you are good at from your federal work, right? Offer your expertise to former colleagues, government contractors, or private sector firms. Stop seeing yourself as a victim, okay? You could also think about Fiverr, even LinkedIn, right? To test demand. Number three, leverage your network. What did I tell you about the Stanford Research Institute? Success, 87.5% contingent on relationships. Okay? Leverage your network to build authority. Position yourself as a thought leader by sharing insights on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube. I want to challenge you. So you got 30, 40, even 20, 15, 10 years of 5 years of experience. Why aren't you on social media? Some of you look down on social media, but you fail to realize social media is the new currency. So you're laughing at the people on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. But some of those folks are making a killing by sharing their knowledge. You just don't know it. I want to encourage you, whatever you can do to change the narrative, now's the time. Start your social media empire. Start it today. I cannot tell you the tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars that have come my way as a result of social media. That's right. I'm not talking about hundreds and thousands, tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands, all because of YouTube, all because of Instagram, things people laugh at. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Social media is now your new empire. You want to be the next Oprah? Well, you've got the empire. Oprah didn't have YouTube. You've got YouTube. What are you doing? You got to start today, my friends. Let this be a challenge for you to think differently. Don't think linearly. You got to think geometrically. Okay? Attend industry events, webinars, networking groups, build relationships, build alliances, consider starting a blog and share your knowledge and stop looking down on social media. I know that some social media is just a waste of time, and there are going to be those who waste their time watching time wasting stuff. And let's be honest, every now and again, you might find yourself flipping through time wasting stuff as entertainment. But my challenge to you is start your empire, put out your knowledge, what you learned in government. my 5 years in the federal government, my 10 years, my 20 years, what I learned. People want to learn that stuff. And it's also a way of you paying it forward, helping the younger generation understand, because whether you like it or not, you were adding value. You got to understand, remember that. So, how about sharing the value that you were adding? Now's your chance to really use this as a way of giving back. All right, let's move on. Number 4, monetize your knowledge and experience. Perhaps you could create an online course, an ebook, maybe a coaching program. You could offer your consulting services to businesses that need your federal expertise. Explore government contracting opportunities. How about being an independent entity? I had a student of mine who got done with one of my classes, got PMP certified without missing a beat within a year. I want to give a shout out to Brittany, who was one of my students. Within a year, launched a business and got her first government gig. That could be you. What are you doing? I encourage you to begin thinking and to begin acting and to be dogged, rugged, and tough. Number 5, upskill and stay agile. You know what agile is? Agile isn't a set of methodologies and tools and techniques. No, no, no. Agile is a mindset that enables you effectively pivot to the ever changing world around you. Now that you have the need to pivot, pivot. Okay? Learn the basics of entrepreneurship. Take online courses in business. Pivot. Okay? Stay adaptable. Your first idea may evolve into something even better. Number 6, secure a financial safety net and plan for growth. Start a side hustle while applying for new roles. It's okay. You're not going to be penalized for starting a side hustle. Set up a business bank account and track expenses. Seek out grants and small business loans or funding opportunities. But stop approaching life with the same thinking you had when you were in the government role. Here's my final thought for you. Instead of looking at a layoff as the end, see it as a redirection, my friend, towards something greater. Whether you become a full time entrepreneur or you use this experience to build resilience, you have the power to define what's next. Okay? So, would you like help outlining a business idea based on your strength? If this sounds like something you want to play around with, I want to invite you to come to PM Succeed, fed.pmsucceed.com. It's on the 10th of March to the 14th of March. Totally free. If you were laid off, please bring your buddies who were laid off. We're going to keep hope alive, and I'm going to teach you the tricks of the trade to reinvent yourself. Maybe as a project manager or as someone who knows how to leverage project management tools to their advantage. Okay? Fed.pmsucceed.com. For those of you who are just coming or just tuning in, over the past number of minutes, I've been talking about how to redefine the narrative. Okay? I'm going to put this in the chat because I know some of you may have not seen it. I need you to go on down to the link that I'm going to put in the chat right now. Okay? There you go. Fed.pmsucceed.com. Take advantage of the opportunity and let's keep hope alive. There's no reason why this should be looked at as a setback. Instead, I need you to look at this as a setup for your comeback. All right, let's round up. So each of the steps that I've shared with you, my friend, helps shift the focus from I lost my job, I was laid off, to I'm taking charge of my future. You see, momentum is key. Small strategic actions today set the stage for success in the days ahead. All right. Thank you very much for joining me, my friends. I need you to smash the like button on this video and help someone by sharing it to your social media. I don't just want you to like it, I want you to share it so that I see as many people as possible. 10th to 14th. Help someone help themselves. Okay? Share this video with as many people as you can. Put it on your LinkedIn, put it on your social, and help someone. Okay? Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you in the program. I want to give a shout out to my buddy who suggested that I do this in the first place. I call him Dr. Dre. Dre, thank you very much for the suggestion. Being a federal worker and being someone who's served in the military, my buddy Dre, he gave me the idea to help people by doing this. So, we talk about networking and how networking helps. And as a result of the network that I have with my buddy Dre, I call him Dr. Dre Tompkins. As a result of that, here I am offering help to those who need it. That's what networking is all about. See the power of networking right there. All right, my friends, thank you very much. I wish you success. I wish you all the very best. It's your buddy Phil. This is my gift to you. This is how I'm celebrating my birthday this year. 3 a.m. going on 4 a.m. in this part of the world. But I showed up to give someone hope. Thank you very much. I wish you all the very best. Au revoir. I'll see you March 10th to March 14th. Bye for now. Remember to like and